What's the vibes? Top of the morning, top of the afternoon, top of the evening, whenever this video may find you. I'm Dream. Follow me on Twitter, Mr. Dreamy1. Like the page, the video, sub to the video. I know y'all getting used to the new banner and all that, man. We still working on that. I might like put my face on the banner. I don't know. We still working on that. The thumbnail and all that. But man, yeah, sub to the page, share the video, comment, let me know what y'all on, like the video, all that. Appreciate the love. Quick recap. Yesterday, 2-0 on that video. 3-1 on both videos, but I gave out a live play on the timeline, which was the Heat plus 14.5 first half. I thought they would, I didn't think Boston would just keep shooting the lights out, which they did do. So overall profitable day, 3-2. If you ain't catch, 3-2 overall, but 3-1 with the videos. Kevin Love, just to recap a couple blunt money bets, and I normally don't, but we've been so close to going crazy. So first of all, LeBron he went over 1 assist in that game 4. He had 9 assists. We had him under 9. And he ended with 9. Well, that would have been like a plus 3,000, 4,000 there. Last night we had the plus 6,000 going. I told y'all about. Hopefully somebody dumbed that down. But yeah, we was 1 Bam point. We had Bam under 15.5. He scored 16 on the last basically minute of that he played in the third quarter. And then Boston, they went 3 points under their team total. So that's how far we was away from plus 6,000. And then the Caleb and the Derek White. I don't know if I gave out the 2 15s or the 2 3s. I played both. But either way it goes, we was 1 point and 1 3 from both of those. And we're not even going to get into Kevin Love. That first blunt money bet that I gave out, Gabe Vincent was out, but Brogdon went under, Jaylen Brown went under, Kevin Love was supposed to go under, but he comes back in for some reason in the fourth quarter after doing exactly what I thought, not playing, not even starting the second half. He comes in and plays like 8 fourth quarter minutes in garbage time and gets like a bunch of just put back. I'm like, oh my goodness. So yeah, yesterday really could have been a sweep, but it is what it is, man. A winning day. We're gonna keep it going. I already know we really close to just smacking a couple BMBs. So that's the recap in this video. I don't have a official straight play. I have a lot of looks, and I do want to update a blunt money bet. So back from the dead, Tatum plus 750 to lead the series in assists. We caught some bad luck with Gabe with the plus 7,500. He got hurt when he was right in the midst of it. I don't know if he's coming back this series or not, but all of a sudden Tatum, after having 11 assists yesterday, he is now second in the series in assists. Marcus Smart has 30, Jimmy Butler has 30, he has 29. So I love our chances at plus 750. Of course, he's about to get double teamed like crazy, I expect, next game. So his assist opportunities will be there. So we will see about that plus 750. I have one play that I am going to play as soon as it opens, as soon as I get a chance to. I'm going to run that Derek White stocks back again. I feel like they missed the steal he had yesterday, to be honest with you. And he didn't have any blocks. And that's what he normally does, is get blocks, believe it or not. So, I think they didn't give him a steal. He didn't get no blocks, and he still went over the stocks. I'm going to go ahead and run that back. So as soon as that opens, there you go. That's my first straight bet. And a couple leans, couple things I'm looking at. Derek White, if I can get his 20 at like plus 500, it's at plus 470 now. I'm going to wait till it open on DraftKings and see. I'm going to see where the line goes, where the action goes. I'm really close to betting his points as well. I don't want to go too crazy on Derek White. Only reason why I don't really want to touch his 2.5 threes because he done hit 3 threes every game in the series or more. And sooner or later, you're going to regress. But I do like his points because I expect him to play 30 plus minutes. Brogdon may be cooked for the rest of the series. And if that's the case, he's getting that Jimmy assignment. He's going to get 30 plus minutes. He played 37 minutes last night. So, yeah, Derek White points is going to be a look. Caleb points always going to have to be a look no matter what. He could have had a lot more last night. Only reason it wasn't an auto bet for me, even though it's that same 13.5, 12.5, 13.5 number. Again, just a little worried about regression. Last night was the first game he didn't shoot 50%, and he barely got over the number, which kind of leads me to believe, And also need to see if Gabe Vincent is back. If Gabe Vincent is back, then that line will go low, I think, a little lower. I saw something last night. Gabe Vincent's supposed to open at 8.5 if he plays. His points will open at 8.5. That's what I seen on this app. And that app normally does me well when I see a little something. It's the same thing that kind of cued me to old boy starting, Derek White starting last night. So yeah, Caleb Points couldn't talk you off that. Kevin Love under PRA, if they put that thing back at 11.5 or even 12.5, since he had 12 last night, I'm playing it. 10.5, I may leave it alone. Just maybe put the under 6.5 rebounds as a parlay piece, or under 6.5 points as a parlay piece. But again, if he, with Highsmith looking like he looked, if Gabe come back, I don't see why you play Kevin Love more than, again, 15 minutes. And last night he ain't even, I think he still got like the 15 minutes. It's just, normally he's not going to play garbage time. So when he played garbage time, you got Lowry in there just giving him the ball in the post, and he's able to ISO. Like, they was running the offense through Kevin Love the last, 5-6 minutes he was in the game. Generally, when Kevin Love's in the game, they don't run the offense through him. They may give him a post touch or two, but they're not just going to run the whole offense through him. So that's what was happening. So just some bad luck with Kevin Love, but I might go back there. If Brogdon PRA open, I'm hammering it as soon as it open. I don't think he's gonna play next game, but if it opens, I'm hammering that thing. A couple other unders I'm looking at too. Now I'm gonna do some research, leaning toward the Heat, because to me it's now or never. I haven't bet them all series. We had them plus 2.5 games for the series. Remember that? Cashed that really early. But so it's now or never for the Heat. It's not that I think they're the better team. I just think that it's really hard to beat a team 3 straight times, because you gotta think about it. Nobody thought the Heat would be up 3-0. So if the series just started basically all over again, would you expect Boston to be up 3-0, going against this Heat team? Like, all I'm saying is you expect a team to get a game. It's hard to sweep a team, especially a good team. And the Heat are a good team, injuries or not, so with great coaching. So I'm leaning the Heat money line. I wouldn't take points. I would only do that money line. It's like plus 125. Grant Williams, points plus rebounds, still leaning there. He didn't shoot the ball that well last game, and he still might have covered his points and rebounds. So we'll see where that opens up. When it opens, Lowry bounce back game. Maybe I won't touch his assists, but I can see him hitting 3 or 4 threes, having 15 points. If they giving that out at plus 650, I might toss that in the blunt money bets. I'm not sure, but just look at last year, Game 6, Kyle Lowry, what he did to force a Game 7. It wasn't just Jimmy going crazy in that Game 6 to force a Game 7. In Boston, it was Kyle Lowry going crazy as well. So he didn't play well, and he actually played the end of that game, which I was surprised. Older guy, banged up. Same thing with Kevin Love, got banged up early in the series, and Spo let them play basically 7-8 minutes in the fourth quarter while not playing Bam. Now maybe that had to happen. Well, no, it didn't have to happen. They had bodies. They had a couple other people could have put in there. You could have put in Tyler Zeller or Cody Zeller, whoever that is, but they chose to put in Love as long as they put him in. Same thing with Lowry. So we'll see. And last, of course, Jimmy to score 40. Haven't got there yet. It's tough for me to get there with Jimmy points. I don't know why. I'm not sure why. Either way it goes, we will be doing something with Jimmy. Maybe a little two-leg with Jimmy, putting a couple of his stat lines together to get some good money, like minus 110, plus 120, something like that. But it's tough for me just to bet him to just score 30. Boston, they're making sure they stay down on those pump fakes, which is stopping them from getting to the line. I would not be shocked if he shoots the ball 20 or 25 or 30 times. I'm actually probably going to go back and look at the series last year and look at playoff Jimmy the last couple years and see how many times he's taken 30 shots in a game, because that might be what this game needs from him. And if Jimmy has shown a propensity to actually do that, then I wouldn't mind betting him. The scores points in Boston, it's looking like they sending a soft double. They're not sending that double. And even then, like, Tatum, they be sending a double at him and he get early offense. The defense got to set up. So There will be adjustments to be made. The only official, and it's not even official yet because it hasn't opened, but the only bet that I know I'm going to make, as long as the juice ain't crazy, is going to be Derek White over 1.5 stocks. Aside from that, gave y'all some leans. We got some blunt money bets still looking good as far as this plus 750 with Tatum. And I'm in the lab cooking up now, man. We just gonna wait and see. Got to get some news on a couple of these players, injury news, rotation news. Obviously, the boy Highsmith may be a good look. Or he could fall off a cliff because he's a young guy and this is his second game. So we'll see what it is, man. As always, I appreciate y'all rocking with me. Like I said, playoffs or no playoffs, the channel not going nowhere. We still gonna be providing content. So y'all know the vibes, man. Let's get this bread.